So I got beans and potatoes in the bottom part, and the top part I got some Spam. I got a couple of chunks of Spam down there in the bottom too. Getting that simmering, figuring them out and getting on there without putting it out again is tricky, but I finally got it to where it's simmering now. Yeah, I'm making a specialty of mine called Whatcha stew. And it consists of whatever you got. What you got? Well, I had some potatoes and I had some beans. I thought I had an onion, but then I looked at it and it was moldy and stuff, so we went out. We ain't gonna have any onions with this, other than onion flavoring maybe. Yeah, so yeah, just gonna have a little bit of what you got stew. So I got my Polish gloves, because yeah, these handles, they get pretty warm, especially if you're simmering stuff for a while. So I got my Spam up there. Oh, I left my, it didn't intend to leave my spork. I didn't intend to leave that in there. I'll put it with this. This is my bucket potatoes. I didn't have enough room in there to, see, I'm gonna let those boil. Let's see, we got potatoes, a little bit of Spam. Earlier, I thought, well, it's been cooking long enough. And I took one bean, and I took a sample of it, and it was still crunchy. I went, no, gotta cook some more. So yeah, that's my campsite. Got my Polish. These are pretty cool. We got them brand new. And they work very well for grabbing pot handles and stuff like that. And you still got enough mobility. They're not as good as as thin as the GI wool ones, but they're not open air either. So if you spill some liquid, like hot liquid on you, this is going to protect you a lot more than those GI ones. Ask me how I know. I don't know. So the second one over there is just like the regular issue Russian, with the two part. And then this is the paratrooper one. So I'm kind of keeping it all Russian. Well, as much as I can on this one. I didn't use the Russian bottle, but I'm using the Soviet, the VDV bottle for water and stuff in there. But yeah, and then the top pan is wide enough that I put a single slice of Spam in there and it fit, perfectly wide with plenty of room for other stuff. But that's kind of like a double boiler and letting it keep the Spam warm without burning it. Well, what I learned from doing some what you got stew. First, the spork. In theory, it's a good idea. You save a little weight and everything else. But if you use one end, like the spoon, to stir something, and then you want to eat with the fork, guess what? You got to wipe that spoon off, or you can have whatever was in that spoon in your hand. So it's got its disadvantages. But the meal turned out pretty good. Beans, potatoes, and I got a slab of Spam down there in the bottom. The simmering, this is kind of a duh type thing, but I had never used a simmering before, and once I got it on there and everything, I found out fuel lasts a lot longer. Kind of duh, but yeah, it can simmer for quite a while with the simmering on. Without a simmering, if you're just boiling stuff, it'll go through that pretty quick. But anyways, I got my O-light hanging from the magnetic part up there, providing my light. And another thing comes in real handy is, especially if you're old, is these knee ease, because I'm having to bend over here, and I'm going to pay for this tomorrow because I can feel my back. I was kneeling down and crouching down and cooking all that stuff, because it's in a fireplace. I got to get up in there. So, yeah. So, there you go. Kind of fun cooking with both. That's the second set of, that's just potatoes and water in there that's cooking right now. And the other meal, yeah, there's advantages of cooking in a kitchen where the stuff's right in front of you. But, hope you enjoyed that, and happy cooking camping.